Alright, in this section we are going to be looking at evaluating and simplifying algebraic expressions. So there's a few important definitions and stuff to note in this section. And so they're labeled, but I'm not going to go through and write down all the definitions and stuff. But on page 10 it shows you some key vocabulary and stuff like that that you need to know. But I'm going to do a quick review of exponents just so that you can remember back to Algebra 1. So just as an example, if we have something like 8 to the 4th, okay, this whole thing here is considered a power. Hoping you'll be able to see these colors. The 8 is considered the base. Okay, so I probably should have written it in red there, so kind of outlined it in red. And then try to go over it in purple here. But 4 is the exponent. Okay, and remember that this is equal to 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, and remember, if we have 8 to the first power, we don't need to write the 1. I think you pretty much know that. We reviewed that anything raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So just some general rules of exponents and stuff like that you remember. And there's a poster in my classroom that deals with that if you need another refresher on what to do with exponents. But the next big thing that I want to review is order of operations. Okay, so there's a couple ways that you could write this. Okay, some people write it as PEMDAS. Okay, another way that you could write it is GEMDAS. Depends on what book you're looking at, what teacher you have. Okay, because this P here in PEMDAS means parentheses. Okay, the G means grouping symbols. Okay, which these can be anything like brackets or parentheses or anything. So just anything that's grouped together is done first. So just a refresher, first thing you want to do is anything with grouping symbols. Step 2 is exponents. So take care of all the exponents next. Okay, then next you have multiplication or division. And you do this left to right. Okay, and then lastly you have addition or subtraction. Which is also done left to right. So given a problem like 3 bracket 5 plus 7 minus, in parentheses, 2 plus 4, close parentheses, minus 8. I would like you guys to work this one and bring it to class. For us to go over to make sure we understand how that works, and actually just to add another layer of difficulty, let's add in, let's cube the 2. Okay, we add in a little bit of everything here. All right, and we'll do some more review with that stuff in class. The next thing that is kind of big in this section is solving some word problems, which I'm sure you are just super, super excited about. But if we are solving problems written in words, my pen is dying as well. Okay. Then what we do, we have 3 steps, and we'll go over examples doing this, but write a verbal model. So basically, write out in words what you're doing. Next, we write an algebraic expression. And lastly, we evaluate the expression. Okay, and you're going to use units when given. Okay, shouldn't just have a number answer. We want to have units on it. And then, really quick, if, just so that we remember what words mean and stuff, you've probably seen it before, but if I have something like 3x squared plus 5x plus negative 7, okay, the 3 and the 5 are coefficients. The x squared and the x are variable terms. And the negative 7 is the constant term. Okay, those are words that we'll use a lot when describing things, so just keep that in mind. For simplifying, a problem is simplified when it contains no grouping symbols and all like terms have been combined. And one last definition here, and we'll be done. Equivalent expressions have the same value. I'll try to get it here at the bottom. They have the same value for all values of the variable. And we'll talk more about what that looks like and do some examples in class. But this is all the notes and definitions that you need to know.